Whispers of the House, a Postpartum Descent. Ethan and Amelia, a young couple filled with hope and excitement, moved into a remote country house, seeking peace and tranquility for their growing family. Their little daughter, Grace, brought joy and laughter into their lives. But as days turned into weeks, Amelia's struggles with postpartum psychosis began to intensify. Isolated and haunted by irrational fears, Amelia's mind became a battleground between reality and her distorted perception. The house, with its creaking floors and shadowy corners, seemed to amplify her paranoia, feeding into the darkness that had taken root within her. Late one stormy night, as rain lashed against the windows, Amelia's fragile mental state reached a breaking point. She was consumed by a delusion, convinced that her beloved daughter was in grave danger. In a fit of desperation, she frantically searched every room, her voice echoing through the empty hallways, calling out for Grace. But Grace was nowhere to be found. Ethan, overwhelmed with fear and confusion, joined the desperate search, tearing through the house, each room revealing its own unsettling secrets. The house, it seemed, held a malevolent presence, its walls whispering long-forgotten tragedies and harboring unspeakable horrors. As they descended deeper into the abyss of their shattered reality, Ethan and Amelia uncovered a hidden room, a chamber concealed behind a decrepit bookshelf. Its air was suffocating, heavy with a sense of foreboding. Inside, they discovered a collection of macabre artifacts, remnants of dark rituals performed by the house's previous occupants. Amelia's fragile mind teetered on the edge of madness as she pieced together the horrifying truth. The house, a malevolent entity in its own right, had fed on her vulnerable state, drawing her deeper into its clutches, preying on her sanity. And in her distorted perception, Grace had become a pawn in its twisted game. Driven by love and an overwhelming need to rescue their daughter, Ethan and Amelia faced the house's true form, an embodiment of ancient evil that had laid dormant for generations, waiting for unsuspecting souls to feed upon. A harrowing confrontation ensued as Ethan and Amelia fought against the entity, their desperate cries echoing through the house. But the dark force proved relentless, toying with their sanity, twisting their perceptions, and mercilessly stripping away their hope. In the end, exhausted and broken, Ethan and Amelia succumbed to the house's insidious power. The walls swallowed them whole, erasing their existence, leaving only echoes of their anguished pleas behind. The house stood as a silent sentinel, its secrets buried within its walls, waiting patiently for the next unsuspecting souls to fall victim to its insatiable hunger. And the disappearance of Grace, a haunting reminder of the horrors that lurked within the depths of the house's dark heart.